you had Cannabis destroying L.
Yep. I don't think it was a destruction, but lyrically, he clearly beat LL in my opinion. Lyrically, he did.
Okay.
I think LL was past prime. He was past prime in this battle. It was real cheesy. He came off real cheesy in here, man. He just didn't have it. Whatever LL had, I appreciate it, but it wasn't nothing compared to what Cannabis was bringing.
A lot of people say LL won though.
That's because he had more radio play.
Bigger artists. You know, you got things like me doing a YouTube video trying to diss somebody that got 2 million subscribers. You got all those people against you as soon as you open your mouth, no matter how hot you are.
Yeah, man. LL, I think people were, like I said, people were happy because LL came back with some heat, but he couldn't fuck with Cannabis lyrically, man. That was just people, LL fans. LL had more power than Cannabis, and he used it, you know. And then that fucking tape didn't help, but Cannabis trying to squash the beef with LL. So, you know, it was fucked up.
Man. What did he say? Make your wife get on the horn to Minister Farrakhan.
Yeah, he bodied him.
Damn.
That was sick.
So it all started from the mic tattoo, right?
Yeah, he said he was inquiring about the tattoo on L's arm, and L took offense, and he turned and I think LL rewrote his verse, and Cannabis
that sneak shit.
Yeah, he got insecure. That's what it was about. The young cat came in with some fire bars because when Cannabis came in, he was fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at the time, I think everybody was getting into that baller and player shit, and they were doing it slow, so like the maze, they slowed it down to maze pace. That's what I'm gonna. And when Cannabis and DMX came in, like, you know, like DMX came in with the street shit, and Cannabis came in with that lyrical shit. You know.
Oh my god, yeah.
And I think LL got a bit threatened, man. Got a bit threatened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he had that. LL had that media machine behind him, and same thing happened previous, because Kumo D ate LL's ass. I'm telling you, he killed him. Kumo D. I never really was into that era of rap, the old school.
Yeah.
You know, before the New Jacks came. And man,
MC Sham.
Let me tell you, man. Kumo D is my hero. Kumo D is the greatest MC of the 80s. I tell you. And then you know what it was? I was watching Tyson versus Tony Tubbs. And then I remember the bars came out of the speaker. How you like me now? I said, shit, this ain't no normal, because the way he constructed the raps, he destroyed it, little man. But, you know, like you say, you have that media behind you.
Hey, he said, I just took your L's and rocked your bells. Let's go.
Yeah, Kumo D was sick, man. To be honest, he's the pioneer of putting battle raps on a scale like where people could judge how you really go in on someone. Because when he battled, who was it, Busy B?
Yeah.
That shit was sick, man. That shit was sick.
Still Busy B.
Yeah, he just ripped him apart. He ripped him apart.
Hey, take a vote. Let's take a vote. Who? How many people got Cannabis? Who got LL?
I got Cannabis.
I got him. I got Cannabis.
Who you got, Dills?
Man, that's a tough one. Like, I like that Jack the Ripper shit. That was a good response. But
no, that Jack the Ripper was a response to Kumo D.
Yeah.
No, he talking about Ripper's back.
Yeah, the Ripper strikes.
Oh, the Ripper's back.
Yeah. That
Cannabis did rip the Jacker.
On the longevity, LL won that, but off of the first year, if his album didn't suck, I would say Cannabis would have destroyed LL Cool J. But yeah, I give it to Cannabis. Fuck it.
You see, there's two ways to look at it, man. Like, we're talking about just their songs against each other. If it was that, I'm gonna go with Cannabis on the second round knockout. Yeah, but Cannabis, his career sort of like capitulated after.
All right, well, let's judge it by two standards. All right, you got song for song, and what happened after the battle. You know what I mean? Because that's gonna make it interesting for the next Jay-Z and Nas debate.
Damn.
Well, okay, I'll go for Cannabis song to song, but I think L in the long run probably held it down better. Like his career probably maintained better after. But
Yeah, I would agree with that.
yeah. So I don't know how that would tell up in the score. But so what we're talking about Ether versus Takeover.
Yeah, let's say the whole rap beef. Not even just Eat the Takeover, but all the tracks they put out. Super Ugly, the other shit Nas put out.
He done
Got Yourself a Gun joint.
Yeah, yeah. And he done he rapped on the Rockin' beat. I can't remember what it was. Still.
Yeah, I know you're talking about the H to the H, the homo shit.
Yeah, the rap version of Cisco.
Yeah.
I tell you what, right? I don't know how to work the whole battle, but Ether to Takeover, I thought Takeover was a better record.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. I think like Jay went in, man, and like he told a lot of truths in there. Nas's product did fall off a little after Illmatic. He always lyrically was on point, but his actual product of beats to rhymes, it did fall off a little, you know. And I thought Takeover was. I thought Ether was okay, but I'll call that battle a draw. I know it's a bit of a cop out, but I'm gonna call it a draw.
You know, I think it was the same effect, similar to LL, because like Nas, everybody had been waiting on the old Nas to come back, and when he came with Ether, man, it was like a breath of fresh air. Like, people was waiting on that Nas, you know.
Yeah.
So I think Ether lyrically is overrated, but because it was long awaited, you know, it's just like a 10 in everybody's book. You know what I'm saying? But I think I don't know, man. To me, I'll give it to Nas, but Jay-Z, you know, it's not by a lot, because Jay-Z, like that, like you say, he was telling the truth, like,
yeah,
like when he had on Super Ugly, all I really know is your bitch wants to be with me.
Yep,
she
condoms in the car seat,
and all that shit. That was like, that's Ether. That's Adrian Broner Malignaggi shit.
Condoms on the car seats, you know. That was just deep, you know, and shit.
Yeah, that was fucked up right
on
there.
The baby
that shit could have got him killed.
Yeah, that was shit was ill, boy. I said, woo. So you got Nas though.
Yeah, I give it to Nas on the tracks. I give it to Nas. Nas came out with that Stillmatic album that just smashed shit, man.
The Stillmatic album was sick. I'm not gonna deny that was a bad album. Who you got, Jdil?
Man, that's a tough one, because if I had to look at how it resulted, I could have said Jay-Z won, but in the streets, Nas won. But when Nas joined Jay-Z and they did an album together and all that other shit, that's what made Jay-Z look like he won at the end.
Yeah.
Like, Jay-Z let him win on wax, but Jay-Z at the end was his boss and shit. So, I mean, that's some shit to think about.
Yeah,
but,
it is. Yeah.
But when they were battling, shit, man, that was a good ass battle. But it looked like Jigga at the end just waved his white flag, and Nas just, the niggas were feeling Nas more than Jay-Z on that shit.
Yeah,
so,
but who were you feeling? You're not going around with the crowd, are you?
Man, see, I look at it both ways, but if I had to go by just lyrically, Nas.
Okay.
Music content is a tie, but overall longevity, Jay-Z.
Okay.
So it's a split decision by me.
Troll.
Yeah, I believe real lyrics come from real life, and I had to go for the real life aspect of both the artists. And you know, the condoms on the baby seat line, you know, that sealed the deal for me, because that's like real. That's the realest you gonna get to hurting your opponent on some rap shit and fuck this bitch.
You know what else he said on that? He said, break beer bottles off the boy's chip tooth. You know, that was just sick. I said, Jew, I've never heard Jay say shit like that, man. That's you.
So in this one, I love a lot Nas lyrically, but I had to say Jay-Z on the content, which is the lyrics and the longevity. Because his career, Nas fell off And he kept going.
Nas said a lot of dick sucking lips, and he mentioned Jay's lips about 3 times in Ether, man, about 4
Yeah,
times.
He called him a camel and shit.
Yeah.
He said, "How much of Biggie's rhymes is gonna come out your fat lips?"
Yeah, and he called him dick sucking lips.
That was a reality line because Jay is known for taking a lot of Biggie shit and revamping it.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
Like that whole, I didn't hear Biggie's version the first time I heard that. When the Remy's in my system, make no telling will I did some. Yes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was Biggie shit word for word.
Yeah, it was word for word. Yeah, it was. All right, what about was Tupac and Biggie it wasn't really a rap battle as such, was it? Well, I tell you what, Biggie, I prefer Biggie as a rapper, but if you're going to talk about any battle they had, Hit 'Em Up crushed everything. When he came up with that, I said, "Oh my gosh, and I fucked your wife." You know what I mean? What he say? Oh man, he
See the thing, that's the reality of it once again, because when you're in a rap battle, it's based on the reality of the lyrics, and that's the worst you could do to an MC. When the song first came on, that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat mother. When he said that, the beef was over. It was
yeah. It was a classic record, man, because there's so much, like, you see what you said there? That's why I fucked you, but the intro, the lyrics, and you know what bit was like? He was so mad. The record seemed like it finished, and he came back again. Oh, you motherfuckers! Like he wouldn't stop. And I said, "Raw, that was just relentless, man. That was relentless."
I mean, people say that, no disrespect. Lyrically, Biggie can talk about Tupac and say some shit without even mentioning him, and it'd be just dope because he was just lyrically talented. But the reality of it is, man, that the lyrics really got to match the reality of the shit.
Yeah, Tupac.
That's why I say Pac got that.
Yeah, Tupac got that one.
I get that one to Pac. I get that one to Pac, just like you said, because it hit him up. You know.
Yeah.
You really want to know my opinion?
Yeah.
Pac dogged him. Pac bullied his ass. And Pac smoked that ass. And that's all I gotta say.
See, it's also this aspect of it too. When Pac got killed, Biggie was still saying slick little shit after the fact. So Biggie still had the longevity on Pac at that point. But how many albums did Pac come out with after the fact? Machiavelli 12 and shit. You know what I mean? So longevity still went to Pac at the end.
Yeah, but some of them albums shouldn't have really came out. They were really pieced together, wasn't they?
He was a workaholic though. Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Hey, I got one for y'all.
All right.
Ice Cube versus Common.
Oh, well, Common outboxed him, man. Like, he didn't outslug him, he outboxed him. Like, when he said that line, "You ain't made shit since America." What do I look like trying to diss a whole coast? You ain't made shit since America's most. And he called Mac 10 Whack 10. I said, oh shit, Common. He outboxed him.
Yeah.
Now, I like that. I like the way he dealt with him, man. And Cube was one of my favorite MCs.
And nobody expected that from Common either, you know.
Yeah.
That's the hardest I ever heard him come.
Was it?
He came. Yeah, he stood his ground.
He did. I'm not a Common fan.
I like Common, man.
I had to give it to Common in that.
Like, man, this Drake dude trying to battle Common, man.
I got one for y'all. This was a decade ago too. Benny Siegel versus Jadakiss.
I've got Siegel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've got Siegel, and I like Jadakiss, but the way he, man, on that Siegel, man, I'm sorry.
I got Siegel because Beans came hard. He came like the White Walkers on that ass. Yeah. You know, Jada kind of on his track it was more playful, like he didn't take him serious, like he was just like, yeah, fat smelly motherfucker.
Yeah.
But Beans came for his throat, man. Beans came, he called out everybody, you know. He let him know, like, he said, I'm talking to Jada.
Yeah.
And any of y'all motherfucking haters don't like me, want to put down paper.
Ooh, that was nasty. That was nasty. Just the way he flowed it as well. And he said something, you really think you grimy, dude, but everybody like you better in that shiny... He buried him. I'll give that to Beans.
Beans all day.
Yeah.
Beans. Hey, I'm gonna go way back with this one. DJ Quick and MC8.
Quick.
That was a quick decision.
Look, Quick got that motherfucker.
I prefer MC8. I can't remember the records, but I prefer MC8.
You know why I say Quick won that? Because MC8 was hiding out, man. Quick was on his ass, man. And 8 was hiding out, man. This nigga said you took out the G because he said you took out the G because the G ain't in you. Man, that shit was funny the motherfucker. And yeah, like if that was a sense, man. That was just that was an ether, man. And it was a hit. It wasn't just like a underground diss track. He made a hit out of dissing MC8.
Yeah, it was it there. It was in the club every day.
Here's one. Easy-E versus Dr. Dre.
Dre got that.
Ooh.
Dre's
man,
day.
he got 8.
Yeah.
Hey, E came with some heat though, man.
He came with some heat.
They did. But he needed beat. He brought in Dresser and what's his name, BG Knockout, Dog Pound Killers. That was a dope record. That was a very good record. Yeah. Dre's Day. Yeah, come on, man. That was just classic music. That was just classic music, man. Dre's Day.
See, I looked at that beef as a beef between producers or camps. It was a camp beef. This is Easy's camp, what his young niggas doing. This Dre's camp, what his young niggas doing. And I think it was just a clash of entities on that beef, man. And I think Dr. Dre won that shit. His young niggas was hotter, man. Look, Snoop's still relevant right now.
Yep. And there was a few battles in that record actually because they went at Tim Dog because Tim Dog went at them. You know,
It went at Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, but to me, I'm not gonna lie. That Fuck Compton record was hard, man. Like because at the time when that was made, they were going around saying it was the most dangerous group in the world. That's what they were saying. And like, man, he just came up from left field. You know what I mean? I said, dude, damn, son. That was hard.
What about Ice Cube versus NWA?
Cube
took
him by himself.
Yeah.
No Vaseline was ether.
Ooh, that was horrible.
No
That was the
Vaseline
best
was the
track
first.
I ever heard.
Yeah.
Man.
Ether.
God damn, I'm glad you done said it though. Used to be hard, now you done gone soft.
He said, plus you getting fucked out your green by a white boy.
Oh.
No Vaseline.
That was nasty. Ether they ass. Yeah, no doubt.
Track.
No doubt, man.